Sitting here and thinking of the presentation for this assignment can be nerve wracking and can cause some to go into a shell of themselves. I like to come out, it's like coming out on stage. Everything is quiet, the spotlight is on you, and the audience is looking at you. Talk about pressure, as a saying used to say, pressure busts pipes. How do you overcome the feeling of being nervous? Preparation, preparation, practice, and smile. I remember teaching classes in the military to my soldiers, and my nerves were jumping and my heart pumping. And I prayed. I, I, I prayed that I sounded and said the right things and covered the material. Then I attended the Army Instructor Training course to learn techniques and break bad habits, especially with crutch words. Some of the ways to prepare for a presentation is your introduction to break the ice. Gain the audience attention and interest. The first major purpose of the introduction is to gain the audience attention and make them interested in what you have to say. Pique their interest. State the purpose of the speech with lead-in questions or rhetorical questions that don't require answers. A questioning technique that I learned while teaching any subject is ask, pause, and call, which basically asks the question, pause to survey the audience, and then call on someone for the answer. Stress the reasons to listen that they will take away at the end, which is valuable information. Always preview main ideas and ask follow-up questions to ensure everyone is following along. Effective delivery of a speech is everything. That is enunciating words correctly. Don't mumble or grumble through, and eliminate slang as you're talking to professionals. Speak with appropriate loudness, inflection of your voice, and speed so that you don't sound like the teacher off of Charlie Brown. Always talk to your listeners as if you have a conversation with them. Make plenty of genuine eye-to-eye contact with members of the audience scanning the room. Avoid reading your presentation word for word and focus on sharing your ideas. Inject real-world experiences that revolve around the subject because this gives you that expert power. The easy part for me in preparing for a speech is knowing the topic and making sure that the information was current. There is nothing like the audience troubleshooting your information in front of you and you having no answers. What used to be tricking for me was sometime that this delivery that you're talking to the audience is listening. I am keeping their attention. My success in every speech I had to deliver was a presentation I put into it, or the preparation that I put into it. What I'm about to do as far as my presentation is when someone asks the question, you can redirect if you don't know the answer, call on someone else. And then after you get that answer from someone else, you can sum up all the answers into one good answer. That's how you maintain your credibility. From my personal experience, after every presentation I delivered, I asked a fellow peer to give me feedback. Was my message clear? Was the presentation choppy or fluid? Was I reading too much from the material? How was my transition throughout the presentation? I'm the hardest critic on myself when it comes to presentations, as I am a believer in first impressions.